Morning, everybody. How you doing? It's Tuesday, April 21. Um, I can't remember what day it is that we are into this, but um, it's like week number 4 already. Or is it week number 5? Time time just goes by, doesn't it? All right. Today is going to be a relatively easy day because I want you to absorb some information. All right. I want you to go back and remember and take a look at your propaganda vocabulary uh, page where you filled in with your own definition or the definition in your own words, rather, these 14 terms. Okay. We're going to be referring to these terms and these ideas in the next couple of lessons. So I want you to be able to have that at hand. And if you need to make any changes, please feel free to do so. That might not be a very bad idea. Okay. All right. So let's just jump over to the Google page. Okay. All right. So what we're going to start now is we're going to start looking at some of the techniques that are used to um, sell you something or convince you of something, persuade you of something, right? These are those rhetorical uh, devices. Alrighty, so your first video, aside from the one you're watching now, we're going to introduce you to some persuasive techniques. Okay, now there are 7 techniques, 7 very important techniques that you're going to become familiar with. All right, I'm just going to read the names of these techniques to you right now. You're going to see them coming up in some of these Ed Puzzle videos. Right, so we have bandwagon, name calling, testimonial, glittering generality, plain folk, card stacking, and transfer. There are 3 other techniques that we'll get to, and you're going to hear about them today, alrighty? And this is the video where you're going to come across 3 very important ideas. Now, we're using the Greek term for this, but you're going to find out, you're going to learn what they mean in English with a explanation. Okay, so we're talking about pathos, logos, and ethos. Right? Pathos, emotion. Think of the word sympathy, empathy, pathologic. Okay, has to do with the mind, with the emotions, with the heart. Okay, and then logos. Right? You know what a logo is, or a logotype. A logo is like that emblem that represents a brand. Okay, logos is the Greek word for word, as a matter of fact, right? So a logos is basically an appeal to authority. And then we have ethos. It's the right thing to do. Okay, think of the word ethics, right? All right, and then the last video, right, you're going to be introduced to propaganda, right? Now, I know that we've kind of looked at propaganda in the past when we were doing our dystopian literature, right? I think one of the first characteristics we talk about is how is propaganda used? If you remember, propaganda is very heavy, coming at you information. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not so true, but propaganda is made to make you believe something, right? So you're going to be exposed to these words and these ideas today. Alrighty. I'm not asking you to write or do anything, but we're going to need to know all of these terms for the next few assignments. All right. Great. All right. If you have any questions, if you're not sure, I'm going to be in front of my computer until 3 o'clock. I'm going to try and set up a Zoom video conference, and I'll send you that information on the Sign Up Genius, but I'm not so sure the Sign Up Genius thing is working. Some of my other classes were telling me that the Zoom ID and password wasn't working for them. So you know what? I'm going to work on that as soon as I finish up here, talking to you, and we'll see what happens. All right. So we got to figure out, how that is best going to work. I don't know if I want to make one particular um, spot during the day, or perhaps maybe some of you want to come back to me and say, Mr. Weinstein, I'm available at this time or that time. Can we have a conference? All right. So we're kind of looking to find that balance. All right. So be that as it may, gentlemen, I'm going to let you get to it. All right. And I'll be checking in on you as time goes by. All right. Stay safe. Be careful.